Okay, everyone. Hello. Hope everyone is doing a great. I didn't even know I was even live. I really didn't even know it. So welcome. I ain't been live in a minute, you guys. They didn't change some things on here that I have to I don't know exactly what it is. But anyway, I am here live with you guys. Live with you. And what's going on with my YouTube? What you call it? My StreamYard. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out later. So please forgive me, you guys. Let's see something. Okay, I don't know if music was playing or not because I can't hear anything over here on this StreamYard. So welcome everyone to my channel. It's so good to be back on to chit chat with you guys on today. I had a really rough week last week, but I am here, I'm back, and everything is good. Yes, so welcome to my channel. We're gonna be talking about Breonna Taylor on today. May she rest in peace. I wanted to talk about this last week because it was freshly last week when the guy got his sentencing yet last week and stuff. So that's when I really want to talk about this, but that's okay. It's never too late to talk about it because she's going to be on for a minute because it's a couple more still got to um got to get sentencing. I apologize, you guys. I have no idea what happened. It just went down on its own. It just dropped. I think that my plug had went out. So anyway, so I apologize, you guys. So please forgive me. It just dropped. My grandson had unplugged my laptop, and I not know it was unplugged until everything shut down. The light shut off, everything. There's I said, what happened? Why is my laptop going down? So that was my apology. But anyway, like I said, um, this is not a good day at all. First day back and it's messes up already. Oh my gosh. Oh, and everything been ready, been set. So please forgive me. So I'm back. I'm back. I did have some people in here watching, and then it just went on down by itself. But we're not gonna be too much longer. I was into watching that queso trial. I've been watching that the last couple since they, been on. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they right now they doing a verdict. They trying to figure out Goldie. Yes, but anyway, like I said, welcome to Fort Release's Royal Jewels Palace Room, known as Safe Haven, where it's real talk with real people in real life. You will see God's love, peace, joy, happiness, unity, and respect over here. So thank you again for tuning in. Just know that some things I might say during while we talk about Breonna Taylor, and it's not directed towards anybody. Okay, just something that might come out my mouth, or something I might say that you know that you probably going through the same thing that she probably had went through, but it's not for you. But if the shoe fit, just wear it. Okay, okay. Like I said, we talking about things we're not going to be talking about today. Some of the stuff going to be is my own opinion and my own thought. Okay, so just always remember that. And I want to go ahead and get my copyright disclaimer there because I am going to be reading, probably showing different things as well. You know what I'm saying? But this is news reporting. This is all over on the news. Okay. So this is copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship and research. And this is news reporting that I am doing. Okay. Fair use and is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be fringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. And people, please just know I'm not no preacher. I'm not no counselor, a therapist, or a doctor. I'm just a willing vessel being used by God for his purpose, not man. If you know me, you know I'm not no man pleaser. I'm only a God pleaser. Okay? And I say this many a time. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Okay? Always been saying that forever. Okay? So as I say, like I said, all are welcome. As long as you got good vibes, you know what I'm saying? You're welcome to come in here and speak your mind and move on. Yes. So like I said, we're talking about, the unaliving of Breonna Taylor by a police officer and the initial lack of charges against the Louisville Metro Police Department officers involved sparkled numerous protests, with supporters adopting a model called "Say Her Name." Okay, this protest is when by the way, before I continue on. The model, what they say her name is a social movement that seeks to raise awareness of Black women victim of police brutality and anti-Black violence in the United States. The movement name was created by the African American Policy Forum. Hashtag Say Her Name aims to highlight the gender specific ways in which Black women are are affected by fatal acts of racial injustice in the effort to create a large social media. Okay, and we know it's a lot of not just black women, but black men as well. But this right here is say her name is for the women that have been in contact with the police officers, okay, and get unalive, okay, by the police officer. We can continue on. This protest against police brutality and racism were concurrent with ongoing Black Lives Matter movement across the United States. The civil unrest was when the grand jury chose not to indict Manley or Cosgrove. Okay, the officer who shot Taylor. Okay, Cosgrove was the one that shot Taylor. I remember before I, finished this. This was happened I think it was last Monday. I know somebody was in Kentucky. They had to go take care of some stuff with their taxes and stuff like that. And when she went there at her appointment time, to be there at the government building, they wouldn't let nobody in. The government told them to shut everything down. Okay, this was on that Friday. No, this was on a Friday. The government told them to shut everything, all the government offices down. And this was in Kentucky. And I'm quite sure it happened all over the United States. On that Friday at 3 o'clock, everything was shut down. They was allowed to do no more work. They had to leave the building. They was not open on Monday because the remember Trump wanted the guy to only get but 1 day in prison. Remember that? That's why the government was shut down for 2 days on last week. That's why. So they didn't know what the outburst was going to be. If the judge would have gave that guy 1 day, the whole country probably would have been tore behind that. Okay. Even though he didn't unalive her, but he shot a lot of bullets out of his gun, but his bullets wasn't the one that was inside her body. It was the Cosgrove guy bullet was he the one that unalived her because she was hit like 6 times. Okay, some of the articles I have read. Okay, prosecutors said the use of force was justified as Walker first fire first. Said Walker is the Breonna's boyfriend. Okay, he shot at first, but he thought it was some intruders going into their house. They was in plain clothes. Okay, some juries accused the Attorney General Daniel for covering up what happened. Okay, so it was a big cover up during this whole ordeal. A big covered up. So thank you guys for listening. I'm not going to turn my camera on today. I'm going to leave my camera off on today, you guys. So on March 13th, 2020, 5 years ago, Breonna Taylor, she was only 26 years old. She's an African American, was fatally shot in her Louisville, Kentucky apartment when at least 7 police officers forced entry into the apartment as part of an investigation into drug dealing operation. 3 Louisville Metro Police Department officers, Jonathan Maitland, Brett Hankson, and Miles Cosgrove, which Miles Cosgrove was the one that unalived her, okay, were involved in the shooting. The 3 right there. Taylor's boyfriend, like I said, his name was Kenneth Walker, was inside the apartment with her when the plainclothes officer knocked on their door and then forced entry. Okay. The officer said that they announced themselves as police before forcing entry. At this 3 o'clock in the morning, and they knocked out sleep, they probably didn't even hear them say, this is the FBI or police or whatever they say, and they plain clothing. You know what I'm saying? You knocked out sleep that early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And so he probably didn't even hear them if they said it. Hear them say it. He probably just heard the door kicking open. That probably what woke him up. What you do when you first wake up out your sleep? You know what I'm saying? And something like that happened. You there for to protect you and your loved ones. Okay, but the officer said they announced themselves as police before forcing entry. That's what they said. But Walker said he did not hear any announcements and thought the officers were intruders. Okay, Walker fired his gun in the direction of the officers, and what he said was a warning shot. Okay, the shot hit Maitland in the leg, and the officers fired 32 shots in return. 32 shots. Three guys, one guy, and a lady. Okay, Walker was unhurt, but Taylor was hit with 6 bullets, and she passed away. Okay. During the incident, Hankinson moved to the side of the apartment and shot 10 bullets through a covered window and glass door. His bullets, other 10 bullets, went to somebody else's apartment that he could have had unalive. Okay. According to police, Taylor home was never searched. Okay, so if the home was never searched, why are you kicking their doors in? Your purpose was for you to, I guess, to go search. But after all of this, the home still didn't get searched. Wow. Walker was charged with assault and attempt murder of police officers, but the charges was dismissed with within a year later in June 2020, the Louisville Metro Police Department fired Hankinson for blindly firing through the covered patio door and window of Taylor's apartment because it went from her apartment into the next apartment. That's why law enforcement, you know what I'm saying, they want people so bad. They need to start thinking and make sure they're at the right home. You know what I'm saying? Who are their neighbors? You know what I'm saying? So people won't get hurt. You just can't go in there being a bully because you got a badge on. Okay. In September, the city of Louisville agreed to pay Taylor's family $12 million and reform police practices. Cosgrove, I hope I'm saying his name right, you guys. If I'm not, oh well, was determined to have fired the fatal shot that unalived Taylor in 2021. The LMPD fired him. Okay. Practices alongside existing racial justice campaigns such as Black Lives Matter, Black Girls Matter, and the AAPF coined the hashtag, uh, said her name in December of 2014. Hankinson will not report directly to prison. Okay. With the United States District Judge Rebecca Grady Jennings saying during Monday's sentencing hearing that the Bureau of Prison will decide when its sentencing began, according to the Associated Press. His prison sentence will be followed by 3 years of a supervised probation. So he got 3 years over supervised probation. With this said, his prison sentence will be followed by 3 years of supervised probation. That's not prison time. Okay. Like I said, this is something I already had typed up on last week already. So I should have went back and searching for some more to see that anything changed. But the Justice Department had requested in a sentencing memo following Hankinson's conviction that he be sentenced with time served, which would be just 1 day in prison. That's why they shut down those government places in Kentucky, in Louisville, Kentucky. All those government places were shut down because this what Trump had sent and wanted to happen. Okay. Followed by 3 years of supervised release. Okay, that's what they wanted, Jenny said. Okay. During a hearing that a sentence of a no prison time for Hankinson is not appropriate, according to the Associated Press. And it's not. He should have got some time, period. Oh, 32 shots. was shot in her home, and 6 other shots hit her. None of the shots hit, hit her boyfriend. Okay, 32 shots. Jenny criticized the Justice Department sentencing memo, call it inappropriate, and saying the department treated Hankinson's action as an insignificant crime, like he didn't do nothing. He was just going there and do all the shots and shoot all the guns, and he didn't do any, and like he didn't do nothing. No, he need to get some time too. Okay, Trump want him to have 1 day and to go home, time served. No, that's not right. It's not right. So my prayers goes out, like I said, to her family, like the mother. um I seen a video of her mom. Her mom wasn't pleased with the sentencing, you know what I'm saying? But like she said, something is better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? At least he got some time. Even though, plus he was the one that unalived him. So they got another lady, I forgot her name, and they also charging her for helping them, for changing the whatever paperwork that she was doing. Okay, she gonna get some time as well. Okay, because she went up there and was helping them out and switching things around. You know what I'm saying? So they all see you when they all in that together, trying to cover each other up from unaliving an innocent young lady who did not deserve to be gone. She still should be here as of today. Okay, so my prayers goes out to her family. You know what I'm saying? Even though they got the 12 millions, but the 12 million not going to bring their loved one back. You know what I'm saying? So pretty soon the rest, the other 2 guys should get sentences sometime down the road, especially the one that hit her 6 times. And I'm quite sure that Kenneth Walker, um, I'm quite sure he surrendered and put his weapon down, and they kept on shooting. They didn't have to unalive that young lady like that, but that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that this will be over with, soon. For the family. She's been gone since March 13th, 2020. It's been 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So this is a lot that now they got to relive this life of their child or their loved one is gone until the ones that was in there, you know what I'm saying, did the shooting, you know what I'm saying, and hurt, to unalive her until they get all of them, you know, they time, and I think every last one of them should have get, time. I believe the one guy, um, because he shot so many times in other houses, and even though his bullet didn't hit her, but still out of all 3 of them, 32 bullets, I think he should have got more than 3 years. Okay. I really do think he should got more than 3 years. I think the guy that hit her, he should have get 20, something years. You know what I'm saying? He definitely should have get some 20, 20 something years. You have to use a when you are a police officer, you know what I'm saying? And you are here to protect and serve us. And you got to think. Yes, Kenneth probably did shot at them first, but he didn't hear them saying police. He didn't hear them saying police. Only thing he heard was his door getting kicked in. He, like you said, you don't know if the man was asleep or what. When you wake up out your sleep for something like that, the first thing you're gonna do is jump up and see, oh, who's coming in here at me. He didn't see no police uniforms on. They in plain clothes, So, and there's so much going on. I see now that Ray J, he's getting ready to be in charge with unaliving Whitney Houston. There's so much news going on out there, you guys. Who else? Like I said, I've been watching the queso um trial right now with them murdering, you unaliving another rapper. You know what I'm saying? This was a long, long, long life. Yeah, I mean a long not life. but that was a long trial, hours and hours and hours. So like I said, they right now the it probably gonna be on till tomorrow, far as the verdict. Okay. What else is going on? Those are the really the only two things that I want to talk about. I definitely want to talk about Ray J and Whitney. I want to see what the outcome is that's going to be. I've been watching a couple of videos of them talking about that, and it makes me and it pushed me back when I remember when Whitney, um, who was it, Clyde Davis, um, Ray J. Sister, I cannot think of her name right now, you guys. Oh Lord, I can't think of her name. Brandy. It was somebody else when they was interviewing somewhere. This was during the Clyde, the same night that Whitney had passed away. Remember when Whitney passed that letter to Brandy? You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew what that letter said. Come to find out that, Ray J and Whitney was starting to date at that time, just beginning to date at that time. And he claims that he was at somewhere, some part of he was somewhere else. He wasn't there when she got killed. He was somewhere else doing a concert somewhere else. He was doing something somewhere else. That he was supposed to have met her that night. They was gonna meet that night and go to whatever Clyde Davis had going on, that night. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I've been peeking and listening to other content creators, talking about it. I'm like, wow. So that took me way, way, way back. So I'm gonna be looking more into that. You guys, we're probably gonna be talking about a little bit about that. And we definitely gonna be talking about a little bit of this, like I said, this rapper the trial is going on right now. Well, I think the juries is in there try, they talking. They're gonna convict Camo's his father and the other people that was with them. So that's what I'm on right now. So like I said, I've been on top of that all week. I've been watching that all week. That's being big, just laying down listening to that. Okay. So I think that's about it. So I'm not gonna, I wasn't gonna be long, you guys, because I know I just want to get this live part right here out my way. If you are a member over here on my channel, I did drop a video in my members. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know how I did on that video. Okay. Like I said, I apologize for not, for last week not coming live on Tuesday and Thursday of last week. And also I did not do a members live on that Sunday. Cause like I said, I had a rough week. I had a real rough week on last week, but I think it's good now. Okay, because but the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around for the good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm not even hooked up to my Facebook today. It's just YouTube only on today. Okay. I will get back with with my Facebook and stuff on Tuesday. I start back fresh on, next week. But I did just wanted to come and, get this little part of Breonna Taylor, off, get that done out the way. Okay, because it's been sitting up out there forever and stuff. And but just know God is good. And I wanna it's so much I want to talk about, people being blocked out um and stuff and people it's just following other people for no reason. People don't have their own mind. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much going on. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm so glad that I am free. I'm a free bird. It feels good to be a free bird. Yes, it does. Yes, it does really, really feel free. I'm trying to think. It's all that I had to say to you guys, and I really appreciate you guys for coming through. I'm definitely gonna touch on that what they call a blackout, blackout, one of them. They called it something. I'm like, what? And then where I heard this blackout over there on another sector, people blacking out like, oh my gosh, and people really following that suit and doing it. and doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank God for, that I don't follow that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I just see I like dang, they were just friends and now they back fighting again because of this. I mean, it just don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. I like God just continue on to bring good people to me that it's like-minded like me. Like I said, my channel is not for everybody. My channel is a non-drama channel. Okay. So seeing more people that's like-minded like me, tired of the drama, tired of that back and forth and stuff. It just don't make no sense. Just don't make no sense. It really don't. I just see too much nonsense. Just like now, ain't nobody here in my live chat, but I'm okay with it. Like I said, if I just talk to two or three people, I'ma still say what I got to say. I'ma still continue to move. Okay? I'm still continue to move. Is I'm upset because I got about two or three people and probably zero at times in my live chat? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You know, I'm just a ordinary person doing what God want me to do, and somebody gonna hear this message. I might not even live here today for them to hear it, but they gonna listen to it. But you guys, I had seen a what did I see? A little baby. It was so cute. I shared to a few people. Little baby, like look like she about maybe two at the most. Well, between one and two. And the little baby had the little fan, you guys. It's so funny. I had to do it just laughing. And she was singing Boots on the Ground. You could tell what she was singing because she was like, oh, she had the little fan and just spinning it, you guys. You guys see that video? You guys make sure y'all go watch it. It is so funny. All I could do was laugh. I said, little baby, no music. And she was on beat too. She was in her little high chair and she was on beat. I hope that wasn't no AI. But it was cute though. It was really cute. I just laughed my tail off when I seen that. She had her little fan and just shaking that fan, and the fan was popping open and stuff. But yeah, um, TikTok got some funny, um, even Facebook Reels, and they all got some funny stuff going down, you guys. But I went to the doctor today. Got my 3 weeks checkup. I can see him, every three weeks so he can see how I'm doing. So everything is normal. I'm almost done. This is um my chemo pills. I got like 2 more weeks to take my chemo pills. Got my last bottle today. I start that on Tuesday. And once those chemo pills is done, I am done with the chemo pills. And now I'm just gonna be focusing on my immunotherapy. When I told you just about my immune system, helping keep the Keytruda that I take that help fights the the cancer, from me and stuff like that. So I got a few more months with that, and then I'll be done. You know what I'm saying? But I still have to go to get what you call it, breast therapy, breast therapy they call it, because I still got kind of fat up out of my arm and stuff. And I'm still taking medication for that. So you want to get that down a little bit lower because it's still real sore up in there. You know what I'm saying? As I touch it, if I raise my arm up, it do hurts if I raise it up. If I leave it down, it don't hurt. So he want me kind of keep it level up a little bit. So so it can work. And I still be kind of like rubbing it and stuff like that. But other than that, I am good. God is good. I thank God. I thank God for what He's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's about it, everyone. So I don't have nothing else to say, but I'm gonna be looking more on that Ray J and let's see what that outcome is gonna come be about with hey Libra. How you doing? Uh, Oh, who Libra butterfly? You gonna be interviewing Breonna Taylor's mom? That is good. Hmm. Okay. Make sure you tag me, Libra butterfly. That's wonderful. But yeah, so we gonna definitely we gonna stay on top of that because like I said, she got some more people got to get sentences for unaliving her. Okay, so they do got one, even though he got 3 years, he should have got more. But like the mom say, something better. She's not pleased with it, but sometimes it's better than nothing. Better than one day what Trump wanted him to have. Trump wanted him to have time served one day. So at least he got something. So I ain't been watching too much of P. Diddy. That's getting kind of played out, a little bit. But I ain't been watching too much of that at all. So like I said, oh, Malcolm, not Malcolm. Um, I cannot think the Cosby Show. Theo. I cannot think of his name. I've been watching that one as well, you guys. You guys know me, honey. I believe in that Illuminati. I believe that. I believe somebody took that young man out. That's what I just believe. So I've been watching that as well. Okay. Malcolm Jamal Warner, that's his name. I've been watching him as well over there. Something just don't sound right. So I be following this guy named I can't think of his name, but he's a big YouTuber. So he's over there right now at Costa Rica right now because that's where he go. He goes there. He goes to those funerals and everything. Cause like he said, he want to see his face. He want to see him. He want to see what his face look like because he said it's a certain way when you drown. He said he's seen a lot of people drown before. There's a certain way that your face looked like if you had been drowned. I think he probably should have kept that quiet, to himself, just in case they decide they want to, do something, to his face. Well, I do believe in that, y'all. I believe in Illuminati. I believe they would take you out. They say he knew too much. They say he was getting ready to say some things. You know what I'm saying? And they unalive him. Okay, they unalive him. A lot of these actors and actresses, they're kind of getting tired, but they're afraid to come out because they know if they say something, they know they're not going to be here. They're not going to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, and even where he was at and stuff, and they said that people do go over there. They say he's a good swimmer. They don't know how he really, you know, got drowned because they say he's a good. They say those tidal waves will put you up under. Okay, so that's what a lot of people say. So we're gonna be talking about that as well. Okay, so I'm looking to have a discussion with that, and I'm gonna do some random lives and stuff more. I definitely want to do some. I think I'm gonna do this Tuesday. I want to do one on teenage behaviors for teenager. Cause I got a grandson that's a teenager now. He's not no teenager, but he's almost up there. You know what I'm saying? He getting a little deep voice. You know what I'm saying? His he's getting older now. He's getting mature now. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about. I want to get into that because I've been reading up on teenage behaviors. You know what I'm saying? You can see the change from them being for him being a little boy and now he's, almost a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So he's changing. He be in sixth grade this year. So you don't see he's getting a little bit more mature now. Okay, so and I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad of what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? So maybe his hyperness, his ADHD will probably come down some since he's getting older. Maybe that come down, a lot more because I know his doctor had told me that. Well, once he get older, he'd be able to catch his emotions. He'd be able to control his ADHD. He be able to control it as he get older. You know what I'm saying? Because with him being so young, he don't know how to control it right now. With him get older, um, becoming a teenage. Like I said, he got 2 more years, but he's there. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I can his voice even getting deeper. I like, dang, did I hit the voice getting deep? I like, yes, I had him since he was 18 months. So we gonna talk about that, you know, how to handle teenagers when they come from a young boy up to a teenager age and stuff. Yeah. So I might, talk about that on Tuesday. Okay. So it is 16 everyone. So I am getting ready to um to end this live. Libra Butterfly News. Thank you for hugging my channel. I really appreciate it. And I'm definitely gonna go watch. I'm definitely gonna go be looking for that live when you get ready to interview. I'm assuming that you are talking about Breonna Taylor, because that's what my title was about. That you're gonna be interviewing her mother. So I'm definitely gonna be looking for that. Okay. So I'll be there to support you once it happens. So I hope I will um get the notifications. You know what I'm saying, when you do come go live at that time. Okay, so you guys have a peaceful day. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so I'm getting ready to end this live and I will talk to you later. Okay, peace and blessings to you all.